Hey everybody, this is Kelsey Dion from the Arcane Library, and today I want to tell you about SoloDark. This is a project that I have been working on for quite some time. Some of you guys might remember that during the Shadowdark RPG Kickstarter last year, our $1 million stretch goal was going to be me making some videos showing how to use Shadowdark RPG in solo gameplay. And originally I was planning to use the Mythic GM emulator, which is this wonderful system that you can use with really any role-playing game to run it solo. And in fact, I did record one episode of me using the Mythic GM emulator with Shadowdark, and you can actually see that as the next video in this series. That's session 0 in our solo gameplay series. One thing you'll also notice in that series is that I really screwed up using Mythic GME. Even after studying it and talking to people who use it and practicing it on my own, I still managed to flip around the math and do some things wrong and misreference the charts, even in the final version that I uploaded. And I decided to keep it up because really, I had some really cool results from using Mythic regardless of whether I flipped the math or not. And I think it's a good demonstration of the fact that you just don't have to get everything right when you're doing solo gameplay, let alone ordinary gameplay of any kind. But you also know me, I like making game systems, and after that experience, I kept thinking to myself, I wonder if I could make something that just fits the way that my brain works with Shadowdark a little bit better, because I kept messing up things like having rolling high in Mythic actually being a no result when it's the opposite in the core Shadowdark rules. And so I ended up messing around with some rule systems, and then it expanded and expanded into this big project that has now been something I've been working on for many months. Here it is. This is SoloDark. This is a little rule set that you can use, and it's meant to go along with Shadowdark RPG. They're friends. You can just like put this right in here. Just put it into the book like that. No, that's not really how it works. SoloDark is meant to supplement what's already in the core Shadowdark RPG rules, and this is a little system that you can use to start running solo sessions where you don't need a game master. Now, this pamphlet has a few things in it, including a system that you can use to answer yes and no questions about your game world, ways to generate ideas, prompts, and responses to help you come up with spontaneous information about your game world, and then a few role tables to help you generate some ideas for dungeon names. So it's very lightweight, and the reason is it's meant to really work with the Shadowdark book. So there's also a page of information in SoloDark that tells you, if you need an NPC, what page can you find that on in Shadowdark RPG? Like, what generator page can you jump to in Shadowdark RPG? The same is for monsters, for creating dungeons. And on top of that, I've included a lot of resources and links out to other creators who have really wonderful material or videos or blogs that you can use to supplement your solo gameplay. Because if there's one thing I've learned over the past year of creating SoloDark, it's that there really is no one true way to play solo. I want to start using SoloDark in my upcoming videos to show you guys kind of how it all works and all fits together. Doing all of this solo stuff has been kind of a fun personal journey for me over the last year, because it was something that I was casually interested in, but then became really interested in as I was learning more about it and starting to produce the content I was going to make for the Kickstarter. And so what turned into something I thought would be a kind of brief period in my life became a really big part of my gaming life. And I ended up following a bunch of YouTubers like Trevor Devall and a bunch of really cool blogs like Castle Grief and all of these people who were doing amazing solo stuff. And it really worked its way into my gaming life and has become something that I really enjoy doing and care about. And in fact, as a part of this whole thing, I've even kind of gotten into making physical terrain and painting minis too, which is something I never thought I was really into, even though I've been playing D&D for a long time. I realized that it would be really fun to paint up my character or have some cool minis on the table so I could stage my own little combats for myself and have terrain to help me do that too. I found Black Magic Crafts YouTube channel and I started making little dungeon walls in his style thanks to his advice. Professor Dungeon Master taught me how to make these cool trees with weighted bottoms. So they stand upright. So I have a bunch of these. I'm making things like little rocks and stuff to decorate the game board with. I even paint minis now. Look at that. I made a little wizard. Oh, there he is. And I'm not the best at it, but I have a lot of fun doing this. And I've found that a lot like solo gameplay, crafting and painting minis is kind of a relaxing meditative thing. And all of that was just a result of me kind of exploring this new side of gaming I hadn't done and realizing there was a lot of richness to it. I'm really glad that I dove into that and that there were all of these YouTube videos to help me get started in it too. So yeah, ultimately this process has been all a part of that Kickstarter stretch goal that turned into something really big and really fun. This is a free PDF that you can download on my website. I'm also going to have some physical print versions of it available really soon, so those are up for pre-order. But I just printed this one out on my printer and stapled it. And then follow along with me because really soon I'm gonna start posting videos for SoloDark as I jump in earnest now that we've got our system ready to use. What I really want to show you is how first to use this quick little engine with what you already have. So I'm super excited. Thanks you guys for being part of this whole solo journey. To everyone who's given me advice, who's taught me something, who's made me interested in crafting, who's helped me refine the SoloDark rules, especially the people on the Discord server for the Arcane Library. We went through so many iterations, so that's what's coming up. And again, thanks you all. I can't wait, and I will catch you soon on the next video. All right, see you later. Roll for initiative, fiend your stingbat. Yeah! I can't say that.